Friends, my rideshare friends, very good morning. Let's all sing together now. 'Cause I'm free, free falling. Yes, I'm free falling. 'Cause I'm free, free falling. Interesting, right? Wow, 23.85% down. And I said, buy at 15. I didn't think that 15 would roll around so fast, right? But hey, listen, this is not good news. This is, they're reporting that some of the markets are down 50%, right? 50%, some of the cities. And they are free, free falling. Yes, I'm free falling. Tom Petty, man. Maybe they should have that as their theme song, right? Remember Tom Petty? Tom Petty, go and watch that video. You know, that was shot down in, that video was made in Sherman Oaks on Ventura Boulevard. Go and check that out. Tom Petty, what's it called? Free Falling, right? 'Cause I'm free, free falling. Yes, I'm free falling. Love Tom Petty, says Abstract Echo. This is bad news, my friends. 23.69%. I said buy at 15. I think it's going down further. If we're so early in the game, we're already down to 15. They are not going to be able to pay the bills soon, right? And they're going to be forced to let people go. I don't know how much you can downsize after this, really. But the one thing I've noticed, as this thing plummets and plummets and plummets and plummets, I have seen zero leadership. I have not seen a CEO step up and take control of his company and give the drivers the reassurances that they are looking for, the communication that they are looking for, you know, the programs, the sick leave, all just talk through press releases. I have not seen a CEO. I have not seen Logan Green. I have not seen Derek Kay do their rounds on CNN, Fox, MSNBC, ABC. Just get out there and talk as a leader with your 4 million strong drivers. I haven't seen it, right? All I've seen is silence. Enjoy the silence, Depeche Mode, right? But as you enjoy the silence with Depeche Mode, you become free falling. Yes, I'm free falling. Now I'm free falling, and I'm free falling. 'Cause I'm free, free falling. I can't sing. My voice. Ugh. Alrighty. 'Cause I'm free falling. Yes, I'm free falling. 'Cause I'm free falling. Real rideshare stories. They were held up in their panic rooms, yeah, with multi-million-dollar mansions, exactly, flattening the curb in their multi-million-dollar mansions, grinding their teeth down, losing complete control. This goes down and down and down and down. Already, quarter after quarter, they're showing these ridiculous losses, right? Crazy losses. And investors are pumping money and trying to keep the ship afloat, trying to keep the Titanic afloat, plugging all the holes of the Titanic, right? And it'll bloop, 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 bloop. In comes money, plug that hole, bloop, 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 plug that hole. 'Cause I'm free falling. Now I'm free falling. 'Cause I'm free falling. Now I'm free falling. So I'm free falling. Loving it. You know, we've brought this to their attention many times, the very basics that these guys can do. My advice to you, Logan Green and Derek Kay, get in front of the TV cameras. Start communicating, right? Start installing hope. Hope. It's easy. It's a 4-letter word. Give your drivers some hope, you know. Tell them, hey, we've put this fund aside. Like Jeff Bezos, we've wired $25 million. But now they are making it absolutely been reading these stories. Uber has been accused of making it impossible for drivers to claim sick pay during coronavirus quarantine. I've spoken to 60-plus-year-olds call me, text me, and said, I can't drive because of my health, right? Can't drive. Got my doctor's reports. They are making it absolutely impossible for these people to access any monies, right? All talk. What they've been doing is they've been giving the elderly that website, lert.uber.com. And you will notice something. I tried to, so when you call the 1-800 number, hear me out. And you say, hey, I'm 60 years old, I'm affected by this. My doctor, just test them. My doctor said I shouldn't be driving. Okay, have your doctor submit a report through lert.uber.com, right? Now, this is the helpline that's saying this. Test it. We've tested it with a 60-year-old, a friend of mine, who's really, really ill, right? And so he can't upload. Go there. Try and tell me how you upload doctors' forms there. No, what they're doing there is like a public health official, a government institution has to contact us. So they are truly making it impossible for any driver to claim sick pay. So they're out there driving, they're sick, like these guys in the UK, right? These unions are now starting to protest, right? Because they can't collect monies during the coronavirus quarantine. Right, this guy was not able to upload his documents. Go to that link that I just gave you, right? At lert.uber.com. And you tell me, you tell me how you get through to them. You cannot, right? You have to have a government, some sort of government email or whatever the case is. They won't even talk to you, right? So they are making it impossible for drivers to collect, right? And this is our theme song here, right? 'Cause I'm free falling now. I'm free falling now. Dun, 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 'cause I'm free falling now. I'm free falling 'cause I'm free. That's it. 1482, ladies and gentlemen, down 21.5, 21.6%. Where's the leadership? Massive. Wingman, got two of them. They super big. And it works like a charm. Ukaman, yeah, I hope what I sent you yesterday was helpful. Indeed. Just keep it coming. Keep it coming. Quito's in the house. Florida is pretty much shut down after 5 tonight. Stop, he says. Stephen Pensy in Boise, offline for lunch. Somewhat slow this morning, but more money than this time yesterday. Signed up for Uber Eats this morning. Good. So, Stephen Spency, or Spence, what I like about his message there, his comment, is that he's looking at plan B, plan C, plan D. A lot of people, if you looked at Harry Campbell's Rideshare, the Rideshare guy, his survey that I pushed out last night, go back to that video. And you will see how many people are already making plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, right? Got to keep your options open. It's the only way you get through these trying times, my friend. And we will persevere and we will get together. We will get together because we communicate. Not sure about them. We will always have plans B, plan C. Who knows? We might be shifting when these guys are bankrupt and out of business. We will be shifting into a whole new company and talking about whole new different things together, right? So it's just interesting what's playing out here. It really is. El Chapo, your message was retracted by Uber. Not sure why. Yeah. In certain places, definitely good buying opportunities, but it's sad that people are trying to capitalize on this coronavirus. Uber dead in Connecticut, says Westport Rashid. Yep. Akraf Amin says, hi guys, we need AB5 start. That is the only way to protect us from Uber and Lyft. I will be this afternoon, I'll be making a video about 2 big law firms that you can join. You know, if it really comes down to the money, believe me, you're owed a lot of money. So, you know, we just went back to 15, while the Titanic is still afloat and while it hasn't hit the iceberg yet, I would say, get your money. Try and get your money. Nelson Elias says Uber is still up in Naples, Florida. Okay, good. Tim Odom, dead everywhere. James Campbell says increase the earnings. Sammy Elliott says, do you think the government will help bail out Uber? No. I mean, like, the government would have to bail out so many industries right now. They're just really trying to keep the economy afloat and, you know, get money out to the people, because there are millions and millions and millions and millions without jobs. I mean, it's spiking up to about 20% unemployment rate, unheard of, right? So whatever reserves they have, they better get their people through these trying times. You know, companies and that can always rebuild later, right? Like, I know BMW, for example, they shut down 1 manufacturing plant, right? So wherever you can as a business, you're downsizing, you're stalling, you're buying time, right? And I guess, you know, Uber's trying that desperately as well. They need us to go out there and still perform trips. Otherwise, it's just it'll keep on free falling and just free falling. So they need us to go out there. But you have to really, really, really get picky here and make sure you don't do those dangerous trips. And I still haven't heard anything from Andrew McDonald yet, the senior vice president, as far as high-risk riders go. Why are high-risk riders still in the system? Why are we still driving them around? Just eliminate them out of your database. Rhino Part says, good morning. Real Rideshare Story says, Uber has been crazy in Buffalo, surged pretty much at any given time, and back-to-back rides, the driver supply is much lower than passenger demands. Okay, interesting formula, because yesterday and the day before, it was truly the other way around, that, you know, the supply was not high. The demand was not high and the supply of drivers was high. What you're saying in Buffalo, it's exactly the other way around, right? So people are trying to get around, but they can't find drivers. And it's surging. You know, what people riders will think about that when Uber surges their rates, their minimum rates, which they're used to, right? They're spoilt rates. And now suddenly they have to pay more for the trips, you know that. So from the talk, it's on 15, very low. Bless you. Juan Marquez says LA is dead. Indeed it is. Nevada is on lockdown. Maria Cedillo, Salt Lake City airport closed. So the cool thing is like in a live, Omar says, Torsten, should we still work doing X and XL here in LA? Look, here's my thing, Omar. Uber is not helping you with any emergency fund and with any sick funds. They're not. Right? Like, my guess is they don't even have the money to do that. If you have money set aside, if you have a little bit of a reserve, try and ride this out, right? Do minimum, right? If you have no money and you're just living paycheck to paycheck, and I'm not judging anyone, right? Then if you do go out, right, and obviously putting in pretty big hours in your car, with very, very few trips in LA. But on those LA trips, you have to now be ultra picky, right? And that means Maybe even texting the people, hey, how many people are you? Are we 4? Maybe I decline that because it's just too dangerous, right? Having 4 people in the car. How many people are you? 1. Okay, decide. Okay, I take that trip. Or it's an airport pickup. No, I say no to that. Or someone just walked out of a shopping center, Sprouts, Whole Foods, Ralph's, Vaughn's. I say no to that, right? Because A, they have all the products in the car that so many people have touched, right? They've been in crowds in a supermarket. Maybe they've got it. Here's a very, very interesting thing about this, which I read today about the coronavirus. And we're talking about facts. I don't bring anything into this stream that is not backed by facts. The top medical journals out there report that the actual virus will stay on a surface for days. On a surface for days. In an aerosol environment, in a air environment, it'll fade away after a few hours. It'll dissipate and break down. But on a surface, the virus can stay for a few days. So here's what I'm saying. You're going into a supermarket. You know, have you noticed how many people touch products? They touch a product, they put it back. Or they look at a product, they see the price, they put it back. Or they look at the expiration date, they put it back, right? Where if and when you have to go shopping, please do yourself a favor. Like, for example, I went on Amazon yesterday. I was willing to pay a premium for these big boxes of gloves, black gloves, right? But always change your gloves, right? Because you're going in and you're picking up other products that people have been touching, right? And with today's news, I can send you the article from this medical journal, and they're a very, very respected world medical journal, is that the actual virus remains on the surface for days. Sunny days, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, you don't have to make donations right now. You really don't. We got the money together for our articles, which I'll pay. I didn't want to pay that all out of my own pocket. Paying a lot of my own pocket towards the press releases, but please put your monies in your pockets right now. I appreciate that, Sunny days, right? But use those monies. I'm right now, please. I'm really expecting 0 donations, right? Don't make any donations towards me. Keep this money for rainy days, please. But sunny days, if you can part with those $5, I really appreciate you. But do this for yourselves right now, right? Take care of yourselves, right? And for toilet paper, I'll buy 1 roll. Did you see my video of all the toilet paper we got like a couple of months ago? All gone. Where is it? Did you guys see that video that I made a few months ago? When we stocked up, I think, 75,000 rolls of toilet paper. Almost freaky, right? Almost freaky. Let's see. Where is it? Where is the video? I'm going to show you the video. Video killed the radio star. Couple of months ago, we were stockpiling toilet paper, all sold. That's us. That's me with Brian there. We were stockpiling toilet paper. $76,000 rolls had it at our warehouse. It's gone, sold. So how much we pay for the 76,000 rolls? I won't even tell you. $3,500. Toilet paper for life. Those toilet paper rolls were supposed to be shipped out in a container. Guy didn't have the money for shipping, lost his warehousing. We took it in, made that video, remember? It's a few months ago. That's gone. That's all sold. Sometimes you have to have a little bit of luck. Desmond Imbrak, I'd love to. Honestly, I'd love to, or just consult, just because it's very easy. It's very easy to fix problems. It's not difficult. Really, the most difficult part is making tough decisions. And these guys are definitely not able to make tough decisions. Andrew McDonald should have made a tough decision on pool a long time ago and stepped out. This is a youngster. I showed his picture yesterday, right? This Andrew McDonald guy, right? Did you guys see that picture of him? Let me show you what he looks like. This guy here, right? He's the senior vice president of rides at Uber. And he only shut down pool yesterday, knowing that how it was multiplying, knowing that Keto, thank you, my friend, I appreciate you, knowing that pooling people was a disaster, and he only pulled the plug yesterday in Canada and the United States. I don't know what other countries have pool, but he said only in Canada and the United States have they stopped pool. Now, that to me, my friends, I'm sorry, but that's not a leader. And why is that not a leader? Because it's a guy that's not able to make tough decisions he should have made 3 or 4 weeks ago, right? So it's not difficult to lead. You just have to be able to make the tough decisions and back up the tough decisions and tell the people why you made those decisions. You have to communicate with people why you made some tough decisions. But hiding in your rooms, hiding away from the microphone, hiding away from the cameras is not helping Uber and Lyft. They need to go out there. They need to communicate with their 4 million drivers. Good morning, Rideshare 411. I hope you're well, my friend. I hope you're well, right? I hope you're well. Keto, thank you. Let's start a new. I'm pushing, like, has everyone signed up and created their account with local driver? Right? We applied for a grant, $25 million for a grant, right? Just for California alone for local driver. So let's let's work together and get the California drivers on the road so we can then start generating money and opening up markets, right? Got to build this organically, because I tell you one thing, investors are gone, right? There are no investors now putting in hundreds of millions of dollars into rideshare companies. They've learned the hard way, right? And it's literally investors like the Saudi fund, SoftBank, keeping this alive. If it wasn't for them, right? And there's sort of a lot of gratitude towards SoftBank and a lot of gratitude towards, don't say this lightly, towards the Emirates fund, but they're keeping this afloat. Those people are keeping this afloat. Those people are still keeping you paid during these difficult times. Otherwise, this company would have tanked, right? They are just trying and injecting money into this to get this through difficult times, right? We need to literally buy 3 or 4 or 5 months' time. I would say carefully by the end of summer, we through this, right? We through this. And the other thing is, believe me when I say, I read all these international newspapers. I read them in multiple different languages. I read a lot of the German newspapers, and they are working around the clock on these vaccines, right? And scientists are very proud people. A scientist is not necessarily always motivated by the money, right? Just like engineers, not necessarily always motivated by the money, but they want the recognition. Somebody wants to step up and say, I developed a vaccine for the coronavirus. I did it. It was me. It was the first one. And the funny thing is that they are all these scientists are working around the clock to get this done. So this will happen in record time, right? Some people say that there's a vaccine that they have for a specific Japanese disease that's having a large impact on the coronavirus, that's slowing it down, in certain cases even eliminating it. So be rest assured, everyone, close your eyes. Sene Bobo, no, this is going to cost him his presidency. He's done. He's fried. He's tanked. And because he's all over the show about, he denied, said this was a hoax, blah, blah, blah. Now, he has 45 positions on this, right? It's all ego. But we will, I would say in 2 to 3 months' time, it's just, again, I'm taking some wild guesses. I'm not a medical expert, ladies and gentlemen, but people are working around the clock on this one. They're working overtime in their labs, trying to come up with solutions. So I'm saying to you, close your eyes, take a deep breath, get creative as far as making money goes. I would still, Charlie says, Detroit is with you. Love Detroit. Love you guys, Charlie. I appreciate you guys. I can't work. My daughter is a nurse at St. Joe's in Pontiac. We are all locked down. And the nurses, let's flood this room with a lot of love for the nurses and all the helpers. Let's put a lot of love into the universe for those people like Charlie's daughter, who's a nurse, who's working around the clock, helping people like us, helping the elderly, right? Let's shower them with love. Let's show them how appreciative we are of them, right? Because they are, in these tough times, they are truly, truly, truly the leaders, the nurses, the doctors, the people working in the labs, the scientists working, scrambling over hours, over time to take care of us, right? Their systems are truly tested, right? They don't have all the equipment, they don't have what they need, but they keep on working. Those are the true warriors. So we pray for your daughter. Robert Huneke, is Lyft catching up to Uber's market share? Apptopia, right? If you've ever heard of them, Apptopia actually says that in 2020, Lyft will surpass Uber. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that they will surpass Uber, at least in the United States market. They're not players in the international markets. But with the way try to manage this company, right? It's more like mismanagement, right? It would be no surprise that Lyft would overtake Uber sooner. This is not good news, right? And have we heard from these people? If you listen to Harry Campbell's survey, the Rideshare Guys survey, I posted that last night. Watch that video. Please watch that video. Go to that link. Read what type of questions Harry's a genius. Harry is a former engineer. He is very structured in his thinking. He's very logical in his thinking, right? He's brilliant at what he does, and he has the best blog. You guys know that blog. Subscribe to his blog, right? But he sends you the survey, and some of the surveys, 200 people participated, 190 people participated, 181 people participated, and he's sharing with you. There we go. That's the love I'm looking for. Robert Huneke, for all the nurses, for all the doctors out there. That is what we're sharing. Thank you for lighting it up with big red hearts. But that data that Harry Campbell shares through his surveys is really signs of the times. And when drivers, they get their top four, what are drivers looking for in these times? Well, they're looking for more pay, right? They're looking for some assurance, like a sick leave, like a fund that'll take care of them in case they get sick, right? They're looking for, I think the third point was, they're looking for more communication by the leadership. Now, there's no leadership because they're mismanaging. They're not talking to the drivers. They're not installing confidence. They're not getting out there on the airwaves, grabbing the microphone and say, hey, guys, this is what we're doing. Hey, guys, we just wired $50 million into this fund, right? Blah, blah, blah. No, but they are making it impossible, right? Impossible. They've been accused of making it impossible for drivers to claim sick pay during coronavirus quarantine. Look at that. That's it. Those are people right now overseas with very, very high casualties. A lot of people have been, in fact, this is from the UK, and people are trying to Roy Watkus. That's what we need right now. This is what we need. Let me take a picture. Slow it down. This is truly what we send out to all the nurses, doctors, hospitals, all of those people working overtime, right? Overtime for us, keeping us safe. They're on the front lines. This is really like going to the army, right? You don't know what's coming your way. You don't know what battles. You don't know if you're going to come out alive. These nurses are just there, are not asking questions. Many of them are many of the hospitals are understaffed now. They don't even have the gloves, but they're there on the front lines working around the clock, right? So when they get those backup supplies of those vaccines, hopefully Germany pulls through. There are one or two big bio groups in Germany that are working around the clock. Hopefully the Germans come through for us. Bitte, bitte Deutschland, schicken Sie uns diese Vakzine, wenn Sie haben, für das Coronavirus. Dankeschön, danke für was Sie machen. And that was basically in German. Thank you for all the efforts you're putting in to protect people worldwide. So keep on going, scientists, keep on going. We'll get through this, right? If we have this mentality, fighter mentality, which we have like the drivers, we'll get through this, right? These guys will get through this, right? And believe me when I say I can understand how frustrating it must be. Let me read this to you. I made a video about this. Let me read this to you by my friend. He's 60 years old. What did he write here? It's shocking. Shocking. I like this one. On a billboard. On a billboard in the snowy mountains says, wash your fucking hands and stay the fuck at home. There it is on a billboard out in the ski resorts. Kids, close your ears. Right? But what he writes is, it's interesting. I'm 60 years old with serious underlying health issues, diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, former cancer. Uber is playing games with their offer to cover 2 weeks of lost income. That's why these people are protesting. You say on the one hand that you will take care of the people as they should, right? Should be sick leave, should be money set aside for this. But hey, keep on driving. George Schneider, waiting for Uber and Lyft stocks to go under 10 before buying. With you on that one. It's going to happen. And my prediction is by the week's end, by Sunday, and the news is not going to be pretty, right? Because they're free falling now. I'm free falling because I'm free falling and I'm free falling. Free falling, I'm free falling. Yes, together, all together now. Because we're free falling now. We're free falling because I'm free falling. What's going on, Sandy Man? I don't like your comments lately. $5. Okay, Sandy Man, you know what, buddy? It's very easy. What is wrong with this one? Boom. There we go. Out. Yeah, nifty 50. I think the government will. It takes good bills from the House and the Senate to make this happen. They have to work together on this one. It doesn't matter whether you're Democrat or Republican. You've got to come together on this one and get the checks out to the people because people are hurting, right? Good. Martha Hoffman, thank you for asking. They're steadily climbing, right? They're steadily climbing. And I know that they are making some modifications on the platform to sign up drivers. Wow, I was just watching this go down. It's just dropping here. But we're getting good signups, right? Of course, you would always hope for more. But there's no charge in signing up, so go and take advantage. I mean, there's a lot of B2B, business to business benefits. There's a lot of things that you get at wholesale prices that you can shop online at wholesale prices, because local co-ops, they're in competition with people like Walmart and Amazon, right? Remember, this company was built on thousands and thousands of B2B businesses. They've been going for 14 years. But now they're bringing in the element of drivers. So why are they bringing in the element of drivers? Well, they already have thousands and thousands of existing companies trading online, which you can join, which you can take advantage of. But they were also thinking, hey, as we are growing, we also need people to do deliveries, cargo deliveries, food deliveries, drivers, maybe people of those companies need trips, etc., and then open up the platform to the public. So there's a lot of smart things in the background that are already there. There's a lot of powerful infrastructure that's already there with the local driver co-op, right? It has an existing co-op, a cooperative, right, which is going head to head with Amazon and Walmart by all these thousands and thousands of companies rallying together. Now they come in and bring in the driver arm of it. So I see that as a great natural extension. 50-50, thank you for asking. Sandy Man went dark on me there. Hey, just try to put some humor in there. If I'm singing Tom Petty, God, you guys know I can't sing, but you don't have to call me gay for that. So far from that, dude. So far from that. Dropping like a flat tire, free fall. Will we hit 13? Will we hit 13? Will we ever see 13? Ay, 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 ay. Caramba. Caramba. It's going. Oh, there's panic. 24.8. They're panicking now. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. And I'm not like, hey, I'm not like saying go down, go down, go down, go down. What I'm saying is step up, step up, step up, step up. Show some leadership. Good question. What is the silver lining of this pandemic? Good question. Who did we have to flush? Roy Watkins? So anybody has to be flushed? Waymo and those guys are shut down now. I read another article. They shut down. There's nothing happening in the arena of driverless cars. All of that's shut down. Go home, shut down. No use to even think of spending time, money, resources, people on that. Mervyn Khan correctly says, but what has Lyft set up? Nothing. Exactly, nothing. Martha Hoffman, no. They postponed, they said they wouldn't travel during, such hypocrites, they wouldn't travel during the coronavirus times. They refused to travel. Courts moved the case 60 days in advance, but they're such hypocrites. I said, hey, you tell the drivers to keep on driving, right? Go and put themselves in harm's way. But you chicken shits can't even come down and attend to a hearing because you're scared of using the coronavirus as an excuse. So it's double standards. It's complete double standards. But I gave them a March 20th, 5 p.m. deadline, and then I just start cranking it up. More and more pressure. More and more pressure. Under pressure. Din diddle din diddle din din. Lyft 1465. Ouch. Ron Reagan says, I'm passing SFO now. We'll keep going. I will not wait at airport for an hour. Thank you. Don't do it. Do not do it. River Astronaut, keep on rocking. Yeah, we're going to keep on rocking because we're going to keep on rocking while they're free falling while they free falling. Just excuses. They're very good at that. Martha, they should publish a book on that. It would be a bestseller. The title of the book is called Excuses, and the author is called Dara Khosrowshahi. Would be a bestseller. Excuses. How I used excuses to build my company. How excuses got us through difficult times. So true, so true. Scott says, I'm seeing Uber falling first, then Lyft. Or you say you're seeing Uber failing. You mean falling, right? Yeah, as you said, falling. I think he would have to go, Marcus would, because, I mean, he would have to go. No, they'll never, ever. Look, I mean, in their defense, they did not see this pandemic coming, right? They were talking about making profits by November, pre sort of coronavirus times, but I don't think they would have even made profits if this pandemic was not around. I think it was a lot of juicing the numbers, fluffing up the numbers, hyping the numbers to buy time. They're very, very good at buying time, right? Delayed payouts, glitches. Oh, buy a few days, pay you out. They know how to win 2-3 days. They know how to win 7 days. They know how to buy time. They have to pay so many lawsuits out, and they're just buying time. If you write to the courts and say, we need a delay, we need a delay, we need a delay, why are they requesting delays is because they are just delaying payout times, right? They're trying to push those losses over into another quarter, and then they're trying to push those losses into another quarter, just delaying payouts. They're masters at the game of making excuses, right? And like, for example, here, hey, we'll create the sick leave fund, etc., but we're going to make it very difficult to access that money. So access the money for them to pay out, they're delaying it, right? We called into the 1-800 number. They said, yeah, submit it. Somebody will get back to you in 2 to 5 days, really. And, then they'll make a decision, but they'll have to make a decision on a government. You have to show them proof. You have to show them proof from a government public health organization, not from your doctor. To go out and prove to them first that you are sick, that you're really sick. And I haven't had anyone report back to me yet that they could access any type of sick monies. Marcus Wood, yeah, I filed a suit against Uber Friday price fixing in Chicago. Now they capped the surge at airport. That's it. Whatever you can do, take it to small claims court, take it to arbitration. Be making another video this afternoon talking about 2 heavy hitters, one law firm down in San Diego, where California drivers should go. Potter Handy, where there we go. I'll be talking about this law firm later, and then how you calculate. I'll show you the links, etc., how you calculate your damages, right? They say the amount of money rideshare drivers may be entitled to is shocking. Click on the link to do a damage calculator. So you can get an idea what type of damages you can be expecting. Enter your information and see how much money you may be owed. And do mention the rideshare professor, please. $14.25. Dustin, good morning, Dustin. What time? It's afternoon on your side. I'm going to make a video now saying Uber and Lyft need to shut down. Okay. If you do it, I'll do it. Should we tell them to shut down everything? Are we we're making that decision. Are you making that decision basically saying, hey, it would be better to completely shut down so that all drivers remain safe, right? I think that is a great video, as long as we show drivers plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E. I'm with you. I'll support your idea. I think it's great. You know, again, that's courage, right? So he has the courage to make a video saying, I'm going to make a video now saying Uber and Lyft need to shut down. That's courage to make that video. I will, if you want me to duplicate those efforts, I will, because it's our health. But I would also then at the same time like to show drivers what plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E looks like, right? Whether it's Uber Eats, Postmates, blah, 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 blah. Brad S. says, no, don't do it, Dustin, no. Robin says, go for it, Dustin. Stephen Spence asks, what is the advantage of shutting it down? Is that directed at Dustin, or is that directed at me? I'll let Dustin answer that. I'll gladly answer it. I would say shut down maybe for 2 weeks, and see, right? And see if the numbers change. Like, they've got a lot of data, right? Can Uber and Lyft work with this new data if we shut it down for 2 weeks and see if it truly flattens the curve, right? Will it, if we shut down, right? Let's say if we shut down for 2 weeks, will it flatten the curve? I can tell you one thing: if we do shut down for 2 weeks, because I'm free falling, yes, I'm free falling, now I'm free falling. Rideshare guy, whoop, whoop. There, we've got Harry in the house. Harry, I made a video. Thank you for sending that email yesterday about the survey. Guys, go over to the Rideshare guy. If you haven't been on his website, he's got 60,000 drivers registered. He gets these surveys out. He asks amazing questions. Just to look at the questions that they came up with. Just look at the great feedback that Jay Credeau, who writes for Harry, gave, right? Go over there or watch my video. I put his link underneath to the website that takes you directly to the survey, and it shows you what people are really thinking about in these tough times. So pretty amazing. We have all the big boys in the house. Got Dustin in the house, Harry in the house, Rideshare Professor's doing a live feed, and we have nothing but gratitude and appreciation for Harry Campbell. Thank you. He says, hey, what's up, guys? Wow, down 25%. That's a lot, right? I hope it doesn't drop too low, because at some point they won't even be able to pay those salaries, right? You got to keep the infrastructure going. It's good to see everyone in the house. It's actually wonderful to see, let me take a picture. This is like a historic moment here for me. To have my friends Dustin and Harry all in one room in the house. That's wonderful. And Harry, would you be so kind and share with us the link of the survey? I saw we had about 1,700 views this morning. That was throughout the night. But if you could just put the link there for us, go over to his survey, read that, what people are thinking in these times, and also be so kind and register so that you're getting his feeds. You know, the one cool thing which I enjoy is, because I'm subscribed at the Rideshare guy, I get these links, right? And he draws data, he draws stories from incredible sources, right? It's a great guy. He knows his stuff, right? And it's very logical, the way everything is set up, the way the questions are set up, the way the math is broken down. It's very logical, very easy to understand. What I really liked about the video, so I go to the top of the page of the survey, I scroll all the way down. I say to myself, wow, they covered a wide range of questions, right? They really went into a lot of details. And then I look at the top and it says approximate reading time, 14 to 15 minutes. So they have actually even told you this article, if you want to go through it top to bottom, and it's worth every one of those 15 minutes, right? But they give you the actual reading time. So I'm pretty sure that Harry will drop the link into this live feed so we can all go there and read it. If not, go to my video, go 1 or 2 or 3 videos back. It starts off, it says survey, right? And it's basically a survey when it breaks down real times, like I believe he used a data range of like 313 to 316, what actually even happened in those 3 days, right? How the percentages actually change from the 13th of March to the 16th of March. There's data that's actually changing, right? So it's broken down. So he says, can't click it for some reason, but it's the first article on our page. So go over there, Rideshare guy. They're not messing around, as he said. They're giving you the real deal. They're reporting as is. You know, that's the thing, is that true leaders are able to ask the tough questions, right? As a true leader in the rideshare industry, well, I'd say the leader in the rideshare industry, he's able to ask the tough questions. He's not shy to ask the tough questions. What do you think by this? What are you doing here? What is your backup plan? Do you have a backup plan? Do you have money reserves? Blah, blah, blah. All these questions. These are tough questions that CEOs are not willing to ask or discuss with their drivers. Another big one is like, what are your top 4? What are your top 4 main things right now? I believe, if I got it right, the one is an increase in pay. We really need more money. Number 2, where is the sick leave? Where is the money? Where are the funds set aside for this rainy day? Number 3, communication. We don't see any. They're complaining about communication from seniors at Lyft and Uber. They're not talking to us. They're not installing confidence. They're not communicating with us, right? So he goes into so much depth in the survey. You gotta go and check it out. And then, I don't know how Harry feels about it, but if Dustin makes a bold move, yes, definitely he says top 4. So go. That was one thing that stuck out to me in the survey, was the top 4 reasons, right? Or the top 4 things on the driver's mind. That was like, wow, spot on the money, right? Now, if Dustin were to go out, like he said, and says he's going to make a call and says Uber and Lyft need to shut down. If it's like truthfully his message, hey, I'm going to make this video, they need to shut down, then my question would be, A, for how long would you suggest? Should they maybe shut down for 2 or 4 weeks? Or should they shut down indefinitely? If they got to give a timeline. I think if Uber and Lyft would say we're shutting down indefinitely, it'll go down to $2-3, right? But if they say we're shutting down for 2 weeks, right, you would see a massive drop, maybe to 7, 8, 9. But then maybe it'll start coming back, because they think, okay, they've got a game plan now. They're slowing this whole thing down. They have a game plan for 2 weeks, and they're going to, really start working with the drivers, putting these funds into place, et cetera, et cetera. I'm truly looking for these leaders to step up right now and show leadership and say, get in front of the cameras, get in front of the microphones and say, this is how we're going to attack this problem. We're going to get you 4 million drivers through these times. Give us some hope. HOPE. It's very easy. You can communicate hope. People just want to hear hope, right? Give them the hope. And thank you, Harry, for being here. Too bad they closed the hubs, right? So, which sends everybody back to the 1-800 number, right? Probably long wait times, probably overburdened phone lines there. They are spinning and reeling over there in the Philippines. Just the amount of calls. Very often you want a problem resolved or an issue resolved by going and speaking to a live human at a hub. It doesn't mean you'll always get it resolved, but there's just certain things you cannot communicate with this helpline in the Philippines, because they put you back into that little hamster wheel, or you get a cut and paste response, or we'll have a specialized team get back to you, or here is a link, go and look at that. Uber stock is, according to my thing here, it's on 14.25, unless there's something I'm not seeing right. Well, that was my first to have Harry in the house, Dustin in the house, all at the same time. It's pretty cool. Feel honored. I feel honored. James, oh, we're on the up. I refreshed it on 1471. You know, went up a little bit. James the Ponderer, don't hold your breath for extra money. Charlie says 1466. Thank you. Ace Montoya, Professor, do you own Uber stock, or do you recommend buying? I do some, which is completely tanked, but I would really consider jumping in big at about $7 or $8 or $9. I said the other day, the sucker's going down to 15, right? Look at my video from 2 days ago. Imagine you shortened that one. Made a lot of money. My daughter is a nurse at St. Joe's. Now they have a drive-through tent to check people. You don't have to get out of your car. Cool. And that is a system or a method they learned from Australia, right? The Australians were the first ones to do this drive-through checkups, right? So thank you, Australia. See, this is how you work together. When the Australians share their knowledge, or media makes its rounds that the Australians have a drive-through tent type of structure, so you don't have to go into the ER and infect other people, divert sort of the coronavirus potential crowd to another parking lot with a tent, drive through, come in, swab, get tested, off you go, right? Sealed, signed, delivered, off it goes to the lab for testing. And then you either call the person and say, hey, you've got the symptoms, you got to do the following, you got to stay indoors, blah, blah, blah. But they're on the money. And now I hear that from a lady who has a daughter who's a nurse at that hospital, and they are sharing the same. That to me is working together. That is to me a functioning system right there set up, where one hospital learns from another hospital. So sharing knowledge in these times is huge, huge. All right, my friends. I wish you all a marvelous day. Thank you. Thank you for everyone participating. My only request is, guys, we're putting in the time, we're sharing the stories. Let's get those likes up, right? I'm on 40. I'm owed at least 60 thumbs up for this one, right? Putting in another hour to bring all these people under one roof, to share knowledge, to share with each other what's going on where. Dust in the house, Harry in the house. Surely that is worth at least 60 thumbs up. Garcia, thank you. Right, we're on 49, 120 people active watching the feed, right? And we're on 50 thumbs up. That means that less than half of the people are watching are not participating or giving it a thumbs up. Let's get those algorithms up, those YouTube algorithms. We're on 55. The stock is climbing, unlike this one. This one's also climbing right now. Good to see it rallying a little bit. 56, awesome. So we literally jumped from 40 to 56. I appreciate you guys. And when I hit 60, I'm going to start my day. Thank you, everyone. Thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Mark, thumbs up to you, brother. Love and light, thumbs up. Brad S, thumbs up. Marcus Wood, thumbs up. Romeo Bukala, thumbs up. Garcia, thumbs up. Scott Tucker, thumbs up. Appreciate you all. Huge shout out to Harry for dropping in, the Rideshare guy. Thank you, my friend. Huge guy. Huge thank you to Dustin for dropping in. We'll watch your next video. Thank you, my friend. And if you have not seen Harry's survey, you will learn a lot. You will learn how drivers are thinking. Go to that video. Watch that video, and I appreciate you guys. You got me to the 60 level. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Dankeschön. Merci to all of you guys. Thanks, Harry. We love you. Keep them coming, my friend. Share those articles with me so we can push out the information. Any information you have, send it on over. We'll blast it out. We'll work together through this. It's guys like Harry, it's guys like Dustin, myself, and all the others. We'll work together with you. We'll get you through these trying times. Let's huddle together and constantly come up with game plans, right? Let's be reactive. Let's look at the data, break it down, give suggestions, right? Which basically these guys up there, these CEOs, are unwilling to do. We will take the matter into our own hands and we will solve it together. I love you all. Thank you.